Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about motivation, why you always seem to run out of it, and what you can do about it to keep that going. But first, I'm Jay Weiss, and I'm the guy who runs this show here over at Macros Inc. After years of dealing with all the bad and awful information on fitness and nutrition out there, me and a couple of my friends decided to set the record straight. And that's what we're here, what this we're about here at Macros Inc. We designed a community that's fun, safe, supportive, and we bring you all of the correct information with all of that bullshit that you have to sort through every single day. So I want to welcome you guys to our first Facebook Live from our Facebook page. We normally do these from our Facebook group, which is a private group with it's a public group made private with 50,000 of the coolest, most supportive, most amazing people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. There's a link to join that group if you're not in it in the description of this video. If you're not there, join it now. so since it's our first one on our page, just I apologize for any kinks, things like that we're gonna have. So just kind of bear with us. But as always, I ask that you guys let me know what you think about the video using the reaction buttons below. I go back and I watch these, and based on what everybody else says, I do modify what I say. My favorite's the WoW one because it looks like me 95% of the time, just stunned and shocked at the world. So what I want you guys to do, go ahead and start asking questions. I'm going to start knocking them out in a minute. But before I get to those, I want to start talking about motivation. And the funny thing is that I had no motivation to think about motivation, to write about motivation. Honestly, I've had no motivation for a while, ups and downs here and there throughout the year, but mostly downs. And the past couple of weeks, I've literally had no motivation to do really anything. And anyone who knows me, that's not me. I'm the guy who gets up at 3 a.m. every day, reads 30 pages. I lift in the mornings. I learned German in 6 months. I'm the guy who sets a goal, and I always get what I want every time. but not lately. Not even this past Monday when I'm supposed to be writing about motivation. On Monday, I had no desire to work, no desire to lift. I'm in the middle of a diet. I had no desire to track my food. Just kind of walked aimlessly around my house, and that was really it. I just kind of moped around and did nothing. But I had to write about motivation. So I sat down and I said, I've been motivated in the past. I can do this. I know how to be motivated. So I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. And I recorded myself just talking about motivation. Recorded myself driving, recorded myself in the shower, cleaning, walking the dog. And none of it was right. It all sounds so forced and not natural. And I just wasn't motivated to write about motivation. But then I was talking to a couple friends, and one of my really close friends said something, and she really helped me realize something, and that's that I'm not motivated. I've never been motivated in my entire life. I'm dedicated. Dedication is what matters, right? It's not motivation. In everything we go through, everything we experience, we all have periods of no motivation in dieting, training, love, work, life. But we keep working, we keep loving, we keep training, we keep dieting, we keep doing these things. And maybe we're not giving it 100%. Maybe we're going to the gym 3 times a week instead of the 5 we want. Maybe we're tracking 80% of the time. We're tracking 5 days a week, not 7. We're just not feeling it. But why do we still make that effort the 80% of the time? Why? I couldn't get it. And then it's because it's not motivation. There's no motivation to keep going. It's the dedication to our goals and to ourselves that really matters. That's why we do things, because we're dedicated to what we want, right? We all spend those hours looking at pictures or dreaming. What if I won the lottery? What if I was a millionaire? Well, you're dedicated to the idea of it, but what are you doing to make yourself a millionaire? You go to work every day. These motivational speeches that you watch on YouTube and things like that, ironically, probably this, they're great, right? But they're a temporary solution. They're like a fix of a drug. The fact that you are going to find a motivational video to go to the gym, that's dedication to your goal of going to the gym to improve yourself, right? You have the dedication. Just go do it. It's already in you. Don't sit there and think. I didn't sit there and when I was writing this and think, I'm going to write the best Facebook Live intro ever. I thought I need to get this Facebook Live intro done. And why did I have to get it done? And that's because I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated to this company, to all of you, to the 50,000 amazing people in our group that we coach every damn day for free. And I'm dedicated, most importantly, to myself, to my goals, who I am and who I want to be and know I will be. And that's all the motivation that I really need is me and my dedication to things. So I think you really need to stop and look at, are you dedicated? And if you're not, maybe figure out why. But that motivation that we all seek, it's all kind of cheap, right? The dedication is what keeps you going. So that's kind of really all I have on dedication. I could keep going, but we only have so many hours in a day, and my voice can only take so much because I lectured for 6 hours today on advanced cardiovascular life support. So I'm pretty shot. So let's start running through some questions, right? So what I want you guys to do is write your questions down below. We'll write our questions down below and get to them. So let's see what we got here. All right, let's get through these. We have, whoa, my thing is all messed up. Give me 1 second on this. All right. Carrie made it. Carrie Foster, the guy who gets up the only human being I know that gets up earlier than me to go to work, made it to this. So Carrie Foster finally made it. Thank you, Carrie. Leo, hello. Lori, hi. Hey, guys. Oh, my God. It's Kimmery's mother. Hello, Lori. Debbie, hi. Stephen, what the hell, I didn't get the notification. Oh, you should have. Oh, it's because I'm on the page. Maybe you don't like the page, and I'll find you and fight you. You should have. We'll look into it. Beck Gormley, hi, Beck, my buddy Beck from Australia, the competition queen. Gabe Hill, my buddy Gabe, yo. Oscar, hello. Finally made it to one. Shannon, Hannah Claus, and dedicated. Guys, I'm going to have to skip some of these highs, so hello, everybody. Lori, Kimmery's mom, motivation for dedication. So thought-provoking. I'll be pondering that for a long time. Thanks, Jay. Thank you. Your daughter is one of the people who is the person who helped me with it, so thank her. Debbie, I need help with my dedication to logging. Yeah, it is a real problem, that dedication to logging, right? That's more of a habit, right? The dedication is there. You want to log. You're trying. You do it a lot of the time, but you really want to. You got to build that habit. So what I would do is, like, every day, put a Post-it note on your fridge when you get up. First thing you do in the morning when you have free time, or right before you go to bed, put a Post-it note that says log. Maybe around your phone charger cable when you charge it at night, so you log for the next day real fast. It'll take a little bit at first, but after that, the habit will build. Steven, I'm not motivated to marathon train. I dread it every day. It's on my, okay, sorry, this looked like it was on my face on my screen. I'm not motivated to marathon train. I dread it every day, but I'm dedicated to have goals that I can't achieve without the sound work. So I do it exactly. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to go to the gym, and sometimes I don't, but you go to the gym, you have that half-ass workout, but a half-ass workout is still better than no workout, right? So good, you're killing it with those marathons too, man. Hey, everybody, hello, hello, hello. I clicked turn on notifications. Oh, that's how you got the notification. Yeah. I don't know where the sound came from. Hello. And I'm out of everything. I got a hello, Mr. White, and now I'm out of questions. So, guys, real quick, while we're waiting for a couple more questions, I want to talk about the Flexible Fitness and Nutrition Summit, August 24th, 25th in Chicago. We got people like Alan Aragon, Susie Gary, Eric Trexler speaking. Some of the top names in fitness and nutrition. Susie Gary just broke, I believe it was 9 world records back to back in her weight class. She broke the world record, then broke all of her own world record for squat, bench, and deadlift. I'm going to go with she's the strongest woman in the world. I believe pound for pound, she might be the strongest human in the world. And one of the interesting things she had said to me, she's my favorite athlete of all time. If she's watching this, it's kind of embarrassing. But one of the cool things that she said to me, she goes, I like to tell people that I'm not strong. And I've told so many people this when I talk about Susie Gary. She's not strong for a woman. Susie Gary's just strong for a human being. Like, she's just ungodly strong. And she's 5 feet tall and just shatters records. If you haven't looked her up, look her up. It's Susie Gary, USAPL Susie Gary, and you'll just find records of this woman just destroying everybody. She's unbelievable. So we got some questions. Confused why Shannon Dalton, so confused why I can say so diligent with the gym, but fall off the wagon sticking to my food plan. Yeah, food is such an intimate part of our day, right? Such an intimate thing with all of us. It's how we interact with other humans. We do so many things with it, um, and it tastes good, right? We like that pleasure that we get from tasting food. One of the things that I always think that people need to realize, one of the things that causes people to fall off a lot is I'm hungry. Oh, I'm hungry. What do I do? I can't go 4 hours without eating. Well, like if I told you you had to have a doctor's appointment, you would, you had to fast for a blood test. You're going to fast for 12 hours, right? And you're not going to complain about it. You can't not eat for 4 hours. That's a huge problem people have. It's mostly in your head. That's what it comes down to. I mean, yeah, there are people with obvious eating disorders, obvious issues, but the majority of it's all in our head, and it's a matter of dedication. One of the things that I always have realized that helps me personally and others, that helps other people, is that they need a goal, a clear-cut goal with a time frame. You have a clear goal. I am going to the beach in September, and I need to fit into this, and this is what I bought, and I'm not buying anything else. And if I don't fit into it, I don't go. And I've had people do that. And I've had one person who didn't meet their goal and didn't go, and they pushed back 2 months. They fit into it, and it worked perfect. So make sure you have a clear-cut goal. Let's see, Beck Gormley, the outcome, the result that happened after doing what you don't feel like at the time. I think there was more, but I got cut off. Yeah, Beck is, if anybody's never seen Beck, go to the Facebook group, join it. Look at Beck. Her transformation is just absolutely unbelievable from where she was when I worked with her, 16 into 17, when she stepped on stage, just unreal. And where she is now on her own, just crazy. Gabe Hill, why is protein so important when it comes to tracking macros? Great question, Gabe. So protein is what's going to build muscle. That's why we need it. Now, you could just track calories and lose weight, because calories are going to determine weight loss or weight gain. But protein is the one that we need for muscle, and a lot of organ repair, DNA, things like that. But protein is what's really going to maintain muscle mass during a diet. And we can get bigger with more protein. We can get smaller with less. We obviously have to have resistance training in there to get bigger, but protein maintains muscle mass during a diet. Otherwise, you will start to lose muscle mass along with body fat. You still might, but protein is going to make that a little bit better, because muscle's made of protein. Great question, Gabe. Thank you very much. Hey, Jenny Morris. Is it bad to go over protein macros? Now, define bad and define over. You're plus or minus 10 grams, who cares? One or twice. If you're plus 10 on every single, when we say plus or minus 10 grams, we don't mean plus 10 on fat, plus 10 on carbs, plus 10 on protein, because that's a whole lot of calories that you just add in there. Especially that's 200. That's almost 200 calories that you just add in there. That's 180, 170. But you need to, I would say, if you're over by 5, 10, that's fine. If you're over on protein and short on another one, you're okay. If you want to up your protein, if you're constantly going over your protein, maybe we up your protein macros and drop your other ones. I eat really high protein. I just really enjoy protein. It's easy to snack on. It's satiating. It keeps me full during a diet. So I'm always very high. So I would just take a look at how it's kind of a loaded question there. Sarah, I like dedicate. I can own that word. Not sure if discipline fits me yet. Yeah, dedicate. I mean, that's all we are. We're all dedicated. I'm not disciplined all the time with my diet. I'm disciplined the majority of the time, but not all the time. Carrie Foster, Jay, what are your thoughts on long, steady state cardio for rest days? I mean, so people do these active rest days right now. You want to be active, but I've seen people take it over. I have to have an active rest day. Well, that's not a rest day. If you normally hike 20 miles, no, you're going to go do it on a rest day. Well, that's not rest, right? Rest is to let you recover. Now, if you are an active person and you hike 15 miles or 10 miles a day or 4 days a week, and it's your day off from the gym or cardio, and you're like, I'm going to go hike, it's an active rest day. Okay, I'll agree with that. But if you're adding in cardio on that day just to add it in, I would take the day off. We all need a day just to rest. Now, there are some, it's kind of a, which side of the equation are you on? Are you going to go nuts not going to the gym? Go do your steady state. Do you not have time to do your cardio on regular gym days? Then yeah, we're going to do it on a day off from lifting on a rest day. It's a balance. Carrie, you're one of my clients. We can talk about it. But it's just kind of a balance to find. I personally like when I have an off day. I like an off day. I need a break, and for me, a break is working. But I do want to break from the gym. I don't do cardio anyways, but I'm not going walking. I'm not going for long walks with the dog on a break on a rest day. I just want to be kind of lazy for a little while. Keep telling Dylan you need to go. Yeah, keep telling them. Dylan is her coach. If you're interested in coaching, there's a link in the description. Macros Inc. does provide coaching, macrosinc.net/services. You can get in on there. There you go. Beck finished her quote, and that's the outcome results, the pride that come from doing things that are hard and uncomfortable thoroughly outweigh everything. Yep, exactly. Yeah, hard things are hard, right? Like if doing things were easy, everybody would do stuff. Stuff is hard to do. And you get the rewards. Nobody sees you working in the gym day in, day out. Nobody sees you prepping your meal. They're just going to look at you one day and say, well, it had to be easy for you, right? That's what they're going to say. And you need to make sure that we don't let that happen. Let them see what you're doing, but they're still going to. And just sit back, laugh. Beck equals badass from Lori. Yeah, Beck is pretty badass. Alex Dedman, one of our moderators here at Macros Inc. Dig in the background. Kimmery actually designed it and picked it out for us. So it is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Way better than the green screen I was using, huh? Gabe. There you go, Gabe. Yep, exactly. Every time I've waited to eat until the next meal, I've survived. Exactly. I've gone 48 hours without eating before when I've bbeen sick, right? I lost like 3 pounds. I'm okay. Casey, this is a long one. I'm going to just show this real quick so everybody can kind of see that. Can you guys see me still? All right. And now I'm going to close it and read it on my screen. How do you handle the balance between living your life, loving yourself, and accepting the fact that you will never be perfect, and striving to be better every day, to never accept being complacent or not creating more goals for yourself without it creating a ton of anxiety by trying to be a perfectionist, but also not just letting yourself go by eating cake and drinking at every party you get invited to? I hope that makes sense. LOL. Again, here it is. All right. So perfectionist, I will go with that is you, because that thing is long. And you got every point you wanted to in there. Time, it is just a balance, right? You have to, you have to rate. Is it a block party? Like, who gives a crap? If I'm dieting, I'll go to the block party, but no, I'm not going to drink. When I was younger, I was a fireman for 10 years. I partied quite a bit. Anybody who knows me, the fitness lifestyle that I have now is a shock to people who haven't seen me in 10 years. Because I smoked, I drank, I smoked, I drank. I was just a partier. And for 2.5 years, I quit drinking. It was just a personal decision. I party a lot. I need to stop. And I still went out. I still went to the bars almost every night with my friends. I was still out all the time. I just felt a hell of a lot better the next day. And the big thing that I would always tell people, at first nobody noticed, and then people, you haven't had a drink, you're not drinking, and they're firemen, so guys want to drink. And one of the things that I always did was just say, yeah, I'm driving. Oh, okay. And then just became, I got invited everywhere. I was the most popular person I'd ever known because everybody wanted me to drive them everywhere. So my social life picked up, actually. People didn't care. Eating cake, things like that, it's there. Like, why do you have to have that piece of cake? That food is going to be there when you're done dieting. It doesn't go away. There's going to be more cake in 3 months, right? And if you diet properly and you understand, you learn how this process works. Like when we coach you, we teach you how all this works. We don't want you to keep us for coaches forever. I'd love it. I'd like the revenue from it, but we want you to be able to do this on your own and live a healthy life. And in 5 years, you can say, people are like, you kept that weight off. You say, yeah, Macros Inc. showed me how to diet for life. And we want to teach you about nutrition. So what you diet once, that big diet that we all do, that's one time. You diet real big, hardcore, 3, 6, 10 months, a year, one time. And then if you gain a little weight, you diet down for like a month and you lose that weight, or 2 months, and you lose that body fat you put back on. And that's easy. Like you did this for a year. You can definitely do it for 4 weeks. It does take discipline, and again, goals, things like that. Some people have, if you're eating at night, maybe we come up with a problem, a solution for that. And we have to, maybe you need to talk to somebody and figure out, maybe there's stress, things like that. Maybe it's not a great time to diet and we go to maintenance for a little while, just things like that. But it is a balance trying to find the balance in life and all of this. I mean, there were times where I'd spend 6 hours a day in the gym, and now I'm lucky if I can get an hour and a half in the gym. So it is a balance that you have to sort through. Johnny Gonzalez, man, you guys are writing long ones. This is not a macros related question. By experienced pains in both. This is not a macros related question, but I have been experiencing some pain in both hands and wrists. I haven't been to see a doc, but wondering if anyone has suggested to any degree the symptoms would seem. Nope, you're going to have to see a doctor. Sorry, we're not going to diagnose anything like that over the internet. Sorry, it's just not possible. You have to see a doctor or physical therapist for that. There's nothing that anybody online could do. So the link for our page posted, macrosinc.net/ that's how you join. If you're watching the video and can't see the links for some reason, there you go. Christian Zambrano, why is tracking your macronutrient intake superior to just eating less? Why is tracking your macronutrient intake superior to just eating less, simply eating clean, or cutting an entire food group out of your diet? And he's asking for newer members. Christian Zambrano he lost a lot of weight, is super ripped, and was my client for the last portion of his diet. Looks absolutely amazing. He actually lost the majority of his weight in our free group. So again, join the damn group because people get results like Christian here. Let me look that up. So the tracking macronutrients is now I can eat clean. Well, what the hell does that mean? That's not a thing. Eating clean is not a thing. There's no definition of clean foods. One clean food to you is a different thing to another. Now we track macronutrients, and your food should be healthy. It should be 80% minimally processed whole foods because we need vitamins, minerals, things like that. And the other 30 to 20% can just come from junk food, right? Once you hit those vitamin requirements, just eat food. I track mine by fiber. I don't take a fiber supplement. I don't take any foods that have added. I don't eat natural. I just don't normally do it. Nothing wrong with them, but I don't eat foods that have added fiber. So once I hit my fiber intake for the day, which I go for 14 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories, and I actually go for about 20 because I like fiber food like that. So I go for 40. Once I hit 40 grams of fiber planned in my day, the rest of the day is just junk food, whatever I want. Because typically high fiber foods have a lot of vitamins and minerals, and they're typically healthy. That's how I judge my day. It makes it easier for me. So eliminating entire food group, Atkins, keto, things like that, you lose weight because you are eliminating entire food group, right? If I eliminate 1/3 of all things you can eat, of course you're going to lose weight. But those people have a lot of micronutrient deficiencies. You don't need to eat high fat, low carb to lose weight. You need to eat low calories. And counting your macronutrients allows you to have a well-balanced diet, minimize micronutrient deficiencies because you probably have someone dieting, and have a normal life. Good question, Christian. Hannah Clausen, coaches should be like training wheels. Eventually you can do it on your own, and it's our job to teach that. Correct. Yeah, Hannah Clausen is one of our coaches over at Macros Inc. And that is a great quote. You have been a quote machine lately, lady. Shannon, that's awesome point that food will still be there later. Yeah, it will. It will still be there when you are done. Guys, we are just about out of time. I'm going to wrap this up, trying to keep these a little shorter than I have been. We're out of questions, and I am not going to take any more. So what I am going to do now is our questions are winding down, and I'm going to wrap up. But I want to talk a little bit about this new format. For those of you that have followed my lives in the past, you know that I normally close all the comments. We're in our group, now we're on the page. Normally we close the comments when it's over. But right now what we're going to do is leave them open. And we're going to leave that open until July 9th, Monday morning. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and post them in here. So if you're watching the post show, put your questions in here. Now, I'm not going to answer them. There's a lot of notifications I get. I won't be able to go through them. But what we are going to do is we're going to take those questions on Monday, and we're going to put them into another video where I'm going to go through and answer all those questions for you. It's going to be in our Facebook group, in the private group. So if you're not in the group, join the group. The link's in the description. Put your question in here, and then you will see your question answered on Tuesday. We're going to post that video Tuesday evening. The community, the Facebook group that I keep talking about, guys, it is, if you're not in it, it's amazing. If you're in it right now, give me a reaction. Give me like the love little reaction right now if you're in the group, or just comment me. All these people are in there. Like it's such a cool place to be. So if you're looking for a supportive community, somewhere that's fun, informative, great for people to hang out with. We moderate the hell out of it. There's no bullshit. There's nothing to buy. We sell coaching, but we don't push coaching on you. You can get every benefit you want for free from that group without buying a thing. There's no multi-level marketing, no supplements, no products you have to buy. We give a free ebook, we give free macros, we give free everything. If you want privacy, support of a coach, my personal time, a coach's personal time, you're gonna have to pay for it. But we give public time to everybody. And it is a great place. So join that group. The comments are in there. Flexible Fitness and Nutrition Summit, August 24th, 25th in Chicago. Come hang out with me and all of my friends. It's going to be an absolute blast. We have after parties planned. You're going to see Brad. Oh, Brad Dieter's the one I forgot to mention. Oh, man, he's hosting it with me. Sorry, Brad. Brad Dieter is going to be there. Tim Arndt from Spokane Club is going to be there. I'm going to kick his ass in shuffleboard. And that's about it. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys. You guys have a great night, and we will talk to you all later.